Hello and welcome to Game Over Yeah, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers with your hosts, Leon,
Dave,
and an extra visible stag beetle himself.
not as visible as me though.
I'm taking some visibility away from you though.
I mean, you are definitely... I don't know. I mean, like, Dave didn't have
It's
his
close.
high-vis last week, but now he is representing the Viz.
I should be sponsored by Sony. I'm wearing a Sony top
I
every
think you
fucking
should.
week.
I think you should. All right, we need to get talking to them now, all right? We need to sort this
I've
out.
already spoken to them.
Oh, yeah? Already on the blower?
Yeah, PS4 Stag Beetle Edition.
Oh, yeah?
Coming out soon.
Awesome.
Did we get a free copy? I finally get a PS4. I'll get a Stag Beetle one.
No.
Oh,
Only one person gets to play with the Stag Beetle PS4.
shame.
It's
Well, that
me.
means
Of course it's me. Like,
Obviously.
nice.
I've got my Princess Cup. I've got my drink. I'm finally sat down.
so
All
yeah,
good then.
That was the quickest makeup rehearsal ever. Great into makeup.
Man, that was crazy. So, I mean, yeah, sorry for the late start. If you were expecting to join us at 7:30.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about your rubbish adventures and trying to get here? Like
It's like, what, 10-minute walk?
it really is something
I
like
was
that.
like,
yeah.
let's get quick. So I'm doing the delivery at work. I'm like, book a taxi. Fuck it. I don't care if it costs me the money. I'll get there. I'll get there just after.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking turn up, did they? Fucking ages. The guy turns up like, this is the short trip. Yeah, I fucking know. Idiot.
I love how I rack up at the train station and there's like no trains and London has shut down effectively and millions of people are milling around going, I have no idea what to do. And I text you going, I might be a little late, and I still turn up like an hour from someone who is just round the corner.
Literally just round the corner. So, like, I didn't go into full depth of last week why I was so stressed.
Okay.
But it was mainly because there was me and two people working.
It's good that you're there, you know.
Well, let me tell you why it was good I was there. Two people that had worked in the company for 4 days collectively.
Oof.
Today, there was me, Zach,
Oh, okay.
but he can't do anything apart from Geekswood stuff.
That's true. That's true.
And then two with collective days of 5. So, yeah, it was
Wow.
fun. Fucking real good. One of them was 1 day, so he couldn't do anything on the system. So, and the other one was a fucking idiot. So, anyway, yeah,
Sounds
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
I had fun.
I had internet today at work. This was a novelty.
Sorry, internet.
I
Have
know.
you looked
You
at the
don't know what the
interwebs?
interwebs is. That's a lie. What did you learn from the interwebs?
I learned that I could do my job. That was a good start.
Way.
With
Yeah.
the internet. Haven't you needed it before this?
No, Friday we had no internet for like the
Oh,
entire day.
man.
It was
Oh man, that's
So you gotta be on
horrible.
that 4G flow.
painful.
EE, bro. Get your Sony Z3. It'll be nice and quick.
But yeah, we're
It's
all
actually
back
quite nice.
back up and running at work again now, so it's cool.
Oh, nice,
could
man.
do things.
Wicked. So, I mean, Dave, let's just jump onto you straight away. Oh yeah.
Don't jump on him.
Like that.
I like it when you jump on me.
He's not got the
Um,
bone structure to take us bundling him.
I think you might be right. Actually.
No, I'll just back you up with the bulge.
He's got the chin though. He can
That's
take
true.
it on the chin. Bet he takes it on the chin regularly.
We.
But yeah, anyway, what's been going on, man? What
Freaking
games have you been
edged it.
playing as well, bro?
I have been playing The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I've actually finished that.
Don't
Oh,
you mean
nice,
the
man.
vanishing of Ethan Hunt?
Yeah, I know. It got to like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, "This game is amazing," and then completely fucked up what it was called.
I was like, why is he playing Mission Impossible?
Yeah, I thought that as well. I was like, is this a Mission Impossible?
And then
I
I
keep
started
thinking
thinking,
Ethan
what's-
Hunt, Ethan Carter.
What's
you
the
know?
other guy?
At least I didn't get it like completely confused and call it something else beginning with C.
What, just Ethan Cunt?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, but
I
the
think that'd
thing
be
was,
brilliant.
when you put it about the Ethan Hunt, I thought of Ethan Hawke.
Wow.
So I was
Wow, okay.
like, why is he playing a game about someone in Gattaca? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like a space game.
And then literally like, oh, Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise. Hold on, that doesn't sound right either. Like, confused the
Well, no,
fuck out.
I wrote it and then I went to bed and I was like, that doesn't sound right. It'll be fine. No one will notice. It's come in the morning. So yeah.
So I
So
like to come in the morning.
Who doesn't?
but yes. So I played that, finished it, amazing game, and then I decided to move on to another creepy, stealthy, scary, wander aroundy.
Well, no, first of all, go back onto that other game.
I know.
first,
I'll
man.
come back onto it.
Oh, okay. All right. Then.
There's a method.
There's a
to my
reason.
order.
Okay, fair enough. I
You
will back
fucked
down.
the segue up.
I will back down And then
Back
you go
down.
on.
That sounds like it could be a film.
Get down.
Get the dancing involved. Back down. Never
Back
back
up.
down.
Back to the side.
It's time to step up, guys.
No.
Ass, titties, ass and titties, titties. Carry on.
Nice segue. Moving on. So I thought I'd do another stealthy run around walk
Okay.
game that was released last week, known as Alien Isolation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I actually got that one
What'd you
right.
play it on?
PC.
Is it good?
So, Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh, wow. Okay. But yeah, keep with go with Ethan Carter for now,
Yeah.
and then we'll get back to Alien Isolation.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a indie game in the sense that it's done by a lot of people who have been in the games industry for a very long time and know what the fuck they're talking about. Primarily because it was done on their Unreal Engine. They've all worked for Epic Games and people
right,
who can
okay.
fly and other things. So they've been there for Alan Wake, Unreal. Paint
Surely
shit.
they used a real engine, not an Unreal engine.
No, it was all imaginary. Unicorns and shit. It was amazing. So yeah, they did.
That is the ultimate engine.
It is, in all fairness.
If I had a Ferrari and I
yeah.
pop the hood, the engine in that is a unicorn.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
sure,
it's
no
a
doubt.
stallion with a fucking dildo on his head.
Surrounded by stag beetles. Yeah.
They make good. They make good little workers. Stag beetles.
Yeah. Work hard. Yeah. So they
Let's
also
cut him
did.
off every time we can. No, I'm joking. I'll stop now.
Cunt.
Paint-
I will possibly get punched in a second.
Oh no! I was expecting this. I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to talk about stuff, but I'm just going to fully expect Mike to chip in and just go off on
100%.
random
Sounds about
segues.
right. Sounds about right. Yeah. Go on.
Yes.
Again.
Are we gonna have to mute Mike in a sec?
Definitely. This is going to be the entire podcast.
I'm coming in.
We'll get to the end of my story. They'll be like, "Oh, that's it. Time's up."
All right. I'll
See you
stop.
next
I'll
week.
stop. Don't worry.
They also did Painkiller, so they've got a lot of experience. They know what's up.
Yeah.
And effectively the game is you are a what's the word?
Spy.
Yes. So supernatural detective guy who comes in when shit gets real or unreal or unicorns
Stag beetles.
and stag beetles. And you've had a letter from this kid, Ethan Carter,
Mm-hmm.
saying
Was it in crayon?
yes. Ultimate.
You know it's from a kid then.
Yeah. Like drawings
They
of
put their
unicorns.
age at the end of it, don't they?
Yeah.
It's from Johnny, age 6.
Dear Tim, please could you fix it for me to come to this town and get rid of the sleeper? Love, Ethan, aged 8. So you rack up at this town and it's from the get-go gorgeous.
Mhm.
It's like North America, sort of rolling hills, mountains,
Yeah.
trees. There's a big lake, dam, everything. It just
Fabulous.
oh yeah, it's the sort of place you go. I could go and
Fantastic.
have a picnic here. I'd like that. And there's
Oh.
birds singing in the trees, and it's lovely, happy music and
Scotch
everything
eggs and all
alone.
sorts.
And you're just like, And there's you come out of a train tunnel,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go back down that way. So you sort of keep walking down the tunnel, and then you come out, and then you're back where you started. At that point, you're like, oh, something's up. So you're like, fuck it, I'll just wander in down there. And so you're like walking through the forest. And next thing you know, there's this trap comes swinging past your face. Almost take it off. And yeah, it makes you jump.
Well,
Just
like,
a little bit.
Star Wars style,
Yeah.
sort of log
Log.
type thing.
Yeah. And then there's bear traps. I set the bear trap off 3 times.
Is there
and-
bear traps?
yeah,
Bear
bear
traps,
traps.
bruv.
Naked traps.
Bear traps, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bear traps.
It's
There's bear
fucking.
traps.
I set
fucking
this
bear,
bastard
innit?
trap off
Bear traps.
3
isn't it?
times. And every time I set it off, it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, right.
And this is literally within the first couple of minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
That's
really
bear times.
massive.
I love the word bear.
So
But as you go through, you sort of wander off into different parts of the wood, and
Mhm.
it gets darker, and then the music changes, and it really sets the atmosphere up.
oh yeah.
So in the first 5 minutes, you're like proper hooked on, and I want to know what's going on, and then you find your first dead body, and then it goes from there. The game itself is about 4 hours long.
Oh okay. Not a long one then. I
Not a
mean,
long
is
one.
it quite a cheap price point then? on
It's
that
about
kind of
15
thing?
quid.
Okay.
Well worth the price, though.
All right. Okay. Fair
Because it's 4 hours long,
Mhm.
but it took me a
How
little bit
wide is
longer,
it?
about 8 inches.
Nice.
It's all about the girth.
Doesn't matter how long it is, as long as it's wide.
Oh yeah.
But
gonna be one of those
there's a
shows.
reason for it to being that long. If it was, which I'll come to.
Oh, God. Giggling like little schoolgirls.
I know. Just, although
Talk about dicks and fannies.
setting you up there. But it's well worth the price because even though it is that long, it's still you could still spend a lot longer wandering around and checking out all the little side bits and exploring and everything.
So long but manageable.
Long but manageable.
Okay.
I'm going to come to the spoilers, so I'm going to completely destroy it for everyone. Sorry.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, do I
Don't
want
know
to
how I
play
feel
this
about
game?
that in-
Do I want to play this game?
How
Yeah,
old
you do
is
wanna
this
play
game?
this game.
Then don't spoil it.
Okay.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah.
It's
It sounds.
it came
you're
out
saying it's a.
about a
solid
week
title.
ago. It's
Yeah.
a solid title. Definitely.
Alright,
Pick
well
it up.
then-
It's on Steam,
Then okay. Well,
Pick it up.
I'll pick it up then.
so I won't.
You can
say-
spoil one
Yeah.
thing.
the puzzles in it. It says right at the start it's not going to hold your hand,
Yeah.
and it does what it says on the tin. It doesn't hold your hand at all.
Mm-hmm.
You literally have to work out everything yourself, and some of it is kind of tricky. But when you do work it out, you're kind of like, "Fuck yeah, boy! I did that, me." The puzzles do get a little repetitious, and there is a lot of walking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say too much without spoiling it.
Yeah.
But that's why it's good that it's kept within the 4 hours. And it's good that the people who have made it, because of their experience, have gone, you know, we want you to do these things, but we don't want you to do them very often because you'll get bored and then you'll lose interest. So we're going to keep it all in a nice little package. The
Yeah.
game ends. The story is fantastic.
Mm.
The ending is fucking mind-blowing. Not giving out any spoilers. Amazing.
Oh right. Okay. Fair enough.
Back to Alien Isolation.
Okay.
So, okay, go on. All right. So you've got it on PC. When did you pick it up?
Monday.
Okay. Playing it long? at
I've
all?
been playing it all week.
Oh, right.
Most of it at the weekend.
It's quite a long game, I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard it's
an
very
insanely long game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like 20 hours long. Hence my. It's effectively more. It's a more mainstream Ethan Carter.
Mm-hmm.
It's effectively the same sort of thing. You're going in, you're exploring, you're seeing what's going on. There's lots of creeping around. There's lots of jump scares. It sets
Yeah, but I
everything
mean,
up
the
in the first
survival horror genre, in some sense, is booming at the moment. There's a lot
You'd
of
think.
things that are trying to go for that
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's the problem. I really want to like this game. I
Mm.
spent all weekend playing it up till stupid hours because I
Mm.
really want to get through it. I really want to do the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I am bored to fucking tears
Oh, really?
because they've made the one mistake that they didn't do in Ethan Carter, which is, oh, you've got to do the same thing over and over again. We'll keep it short and simple so
Yeah.
you don't get bored. But in this one, they'll make you do the same thing over and over again for 20 hours. At which point you go, I've lost the will to live.
You play World of Warcraft, though.
There's a difference between
I know,
playing
I
World
mean,
of
I'm
Warcraft
Just poking the bear.
Yeah, no,
and
But-
sitting in a corner in a room for 20 minutes
Alright,
waiting
let's
for the
do
alien
this
to fuck off.
Because you've obviously played it and we haven't yet. I'll say something. You give me a rating out of 10 for each
Okay.
thing I say. So, scariness.
Difficult to say.
For your average mild-mannered man, not some kind of bulge monster like
Well,
you.
that's the problem, is the fact that it's scarier when the alien isn't there.
Yeah, well, that is
And-
intention, I would have thought.
that's a fair point. Yeah.
And I was actually more scared at the start of the game before the alien even fucking showed up.
Mm.
And there are other creatures. Now, I don't want to obviously give spoilers because obviously people want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
There are other creatures there which are far scarier than the alien, which
Right.
makes no sense considering it's all meant to be geared about
Yeah.
the alien.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they did need to have other creatures, really, just because of the fact
Cybernetic
it just
organisms.
it wouldn't have worked.
Be
I
boring as
feel.
fuck.
Yeah, exactly. If
Yeah.
it was literally just the one alien the whole time, I knew there was going to have to be something else, but but I just don't know what.
Give me
The
a number.
I would say 7.
That's pretty scary.
There is definitely some very scary moments. There's
Storyline.
definitely- Right now, 5.
Visuals.
Visuals are amazing. I would give that at least an 8. Unfortunately, it falls down massively in the how many times can you paint the same fucking room in a spaceship?
Mhm.
Yeah, I suppose it's not
The
something
bonus
that changes a
visuals
lot.
are the fact that they have really tried to recreate the original Alien. If
Mhm.
you watch the movie, then play the game, you're pretty much going from one to the other.
Have you ever watched the movie on Blu-ray?
No,
No.
I haven't. No.
Don't ever fucking do it.
Is it really scary?
No, it's really bad because the problem is the Blu-ray shows up everything, so the graininess actually takes away how shit stuff looks in that film.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you watch the Blu-ray and you're like, that's a man in a fucking suit, and like it doesn't look right. So I watched it on Blu-ray with someone, and we were full blown like, this is gonna be fucking awesome, man. Like 20 minutes in, we're like, this, I don't like this at all.
Wow. No, I have DVD, I think.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing of like, it's that graininess. It's the same as like I tried to watch Dune in 3D, not 3D, in Blu-ray, and I was like, this looks like shit.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
And it is a shit-looking film, but when it's grainy and stuff, you kind of get that nostalgic 80s.
It's like Blade Runner as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Blade Runner.
The only
is-
ones that can really do it, like I mean, the things that are digitally remastered, like Star Wars. Well, they kind of redid all the space shit.
Well, everything's
so.
fucking CG in Star Wars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They redid all that stuff, so it kind of worked
It's
with
still-
having
yeah.
a Blu-ray copy
You're
of
right.
it
Yeah.
because it's not a fucking puppet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But
It's a puppet.
at the same time, I still prefer the grainy look of Yoda to a CG fucking
Oh yeah,
Yoda at the
totally.
same time.
Especially in the first film. No, we never speak of that again. Where he's bouncing around like a fucking.
That's the second film.
Oh, was it the second one?
I
Good.
think it's the second film.
I think it's the second one. Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Yeah, it must be the second film.
It's awful.
He's a
So when
fucking
CG goes bad. Yeah. So no story.
See, that's sometimes when frames per second and higher quality is not
Yeah.
needed.
Mm?
But yeah, the
So does
visuals.
porn.
The visuals itself. It's just definitely you're walking around and you can go. They've spent time and effort on making it look good.
Mm.
The Alien looks right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's especially. I mean, they've obviously spent time and money and effort making the alien look fucking amazing when he comes out from wherever Heidi-O is to rip your face off,
Yeah.
and the death sequences are all pretty good. But when he's stomping around like a herd of elephants,
Mm.
he isn't quite doing the "Hello, my baby, good times" ragdoll, like from
Yeah.
Colonial Marines.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. What's scarier, the alien or the stag beetle not having his princess cup?
The Stag Beetle not having his princess
Okay.
cup.
Oh
That's fine.
shit. Okay, fair enough. That defines it all.
No,
I,
yeah.
I think.
To be
really,
fair,
yeah.
actually, me not getting my princess cup is quite scary.
it is.
You know how you said last week about the IGN interview, the review of it, and you were like, "Oh my god, this is mental! Why would IGN give it such a bad score?" I actually
Yeah.
read that last night, and I'm going to go against the thousands of people that were comments underneath, going, "Oh my god, you have no idea what you're talking about," and
Yeah.
actually say he does know what he's talking about,
Mm.
Okay.
and that review is pretty much spot on. You go in going, "This is going to be an amazing game. It's it's really good setup. It
Yeah.
really sets the tone." You really want it to work, and then suddenly you get in, and I've probably played a good
20 minutes.
9 or 10 hours,
Yeah.
and I could fully expect it to be over by now, but it isn't, and that's the problem. Is that, and trying not to give too many spoilers away.
Mm.
It's one of those games where it's just one more thing, just one more thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, and
kept
by the
short and
way,
sweet.
just one more thing, and you're like, but you don't need this.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people complaining it was too long, and I was like, in one way, that's
I've
ridiculous.
seen
to say
that complaint. Yeah, and I thought it was ridiculous
But at the
as
same
well.
time, I completely understand that if a game's just drawn out,
Exactly.
you're
If the
effectively just
pacing,
getting
if the pacing of the
bored.
game's not working
Well,
properly,
the
then
problem
things
is
need
it's
to
a
be
very
cut.
story-driven type of genre,
Mm.
so you've got you're not really doing that much of a I presume it's not that complicated controlling.
Oh no,
side of
it's
things.
really simple.
Yeah,
controls.
so it's not like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Like, put it this way.
Oh, you are doing the same thing.
No. Look, put it this way. What I mean is like Tekken. You're effectively doing the same thing over and over and over and over and again, but it changes every time because of the complicatedness of what you're actually doing.
Mm.
Whereas
Yeah.
this is all the storyline is the only thing that's really keeping you enthralled to it.
Yeah.
So whereas a beat 'em up doesn't have to have any storyline because of the game, this kind of game has to have the storyline
yeah,
to keep
and
you.
unfortunately, the story isn't holding up to the game.
That's a big shame. That's a big shame. I don't know. I still want to give it a shot, though.
Oh yeah, totally.
We need
that's
to
that's
do
the thing.
Let's play of it.
Yes,
We
we
still do.
Yeah.
I'm
You know
not saying
everything
it's a
that's coming.
bad game. It's a good game. It's not a great game. It's not a game that's deserving of the lots of hype around it.
Mm.
It
It's
got a lot of fucking awards, didn't it?
it did get a lot of awards.
Yeah.
It's it's a damn good stab
So did
at that
Titanic,
type of game,
Shit
Mm.
film.
but it just feels that they were focusing on too much stuff other than gameplay and actually
Yeah.
making it a game for gamers. That, as a guy at work said, that basically they gave people what they wanted, but people didn't know what they want, which is why we've ended up with what we've got.
Yeah.
So yeah, disappointing, but I will finish it. And also, I'm playing it on hard. And this is the other big gripe that a lot of people have said, is the fact that they want you to play it on hard because this is the best experience of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it also means that it's the most frustrating experience because everything other than the AI is technically scripted,
Okay.
which makes for not very fun, stealthy areas. The AI on the Alien on hard is retarded. Really, really stupid. As in, you will go and you'll set some alarms off and you'll try and coax him away from where you want to be.
Yeah.
So you'll go off and you'll be nowhere near him and he won't be anywhere on there. You make one slight noise and from the other side of the map he'll hear you and then you'll come running over and you have to hide and then you have to sit there for half an hour. As at one point I was playing on my Xbox while I was still on the PC because he was just walking back and forward on the same point outside the door and I couldn't go anywhere, do anything. And I just had to wait for him to... And also, you can follow him, which is beyond mental. If you are quiet enough and you get in his blind spot, you can follow him around the map. As long as he doesn't turn around, you can basically sneak behind him, which makes no sense.
Do you know what he needs? Icebreaker.
Yeah.
Game over. Yeah.
So for someone who's highly visible, it's not a game.
Yeah. I was gonna say, your visibility is too high for that game, my friend.
Totally.
Wow.
But yeah, there was one point I was sitting in the corner of a room. He wandered in. He walked straight past me, and I was convinced he saw me, and he didn't. And I just waved at the screen as he walked past. It was just like, hi, hello.
It's
And
like
he was-
when you see an ex-girlfriend. They've
Oh,
definitely seen me. Oh, they didn't see me.
I
Oh,
didn't.
fuck. Oh, fuck.
But it is tense when he's around. I will give it that. Full,
Oh, yeah, for
full,
sure.
full marks.
Intense.
Intense. There is plenty of times in the game where I have been in a tent when you're under a table.
Maintenance tense, yeah.
Yeah, maintenance tent. That you can hear, and that's the other thing is that he does sound like a herd of elephants, which kind of takes it away from him being stealthy. But
I think you understand why they've kind of
They
put
had
it
to
in
do that, 'cause
so that
otherwise
it kind of gives
If he was
you,
completely stealthy, it'd be like, oh fuck, he killed me. Oh, I'm dead.
it kind of gives you it helps you.
Imagine
gives
if you had to
more
play
of an
that game
indication.
and-
well, you can
if
hear him
you-
running around in the pipes
Mm.
up and above, which is fair enough.
Yeah, but what I mean, like, imagine if they did this. So, to play this game, if you get caught by the alien, you die.
But that's it.
Mm-mm.
You
It'd
do.
be the best get. No, you die in real life.
Oh no,
Crazy.
that would be mental.
They'd sell so many copies.
I think it would actually be better if they didn't make any noise at all.
That'd be so hard though.
It's doable.
I still can't believe that the whole of that thing, when we played the demo, I thought the top bit that's beeping to where your objective is where the alien is.
Yeah.
So I, for 15 to 20 minutes, kept going back and then eventually was like, oh,
Well,
that's
that's the
nothing to
thing,
do
is
with
that-
it.
I swear that they've changed the alien since that demo.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's probably going to be
Because
slight
that alien in the
differences.
demo was way more scary than the one in the game.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, what
was
was
the
our
atmosphere.
scenario? Yeah, it was a darkened room with very good quality headsets, like an atmosphere of what is going to happen and so on.
Well, I've
And
been playing this in a darkened room with headsets.
Not as good a headset, I don't think.
Maybe not, but
But also
Yeah.
you've got that, I don't know, it's like that build. And also it was that smokiness of darkened room and, it's...
Yeah, they tried to
there's a
make the
ten-
ambience.
there's a
kind of
tension.
like
there
that.
is an
ambience
ambience.
as
Yeah,
well.
Although I do have a extra plus that they didn't have that I do, which is a cat. Fuck me. My cat decided to go, oh, pet me now and play attention with me while I was in the middle of it trying to do an alien. And next thing I know, I've got a cat jumped up right next to the monitor. That has got to be the scariest point in
I
the
will
game.
tell you the scariest thing that ever happened to me. So when I was 13 or 14, maybe a bit older than that, I was playing Resident Evil, I want to say 3, but I can't remember which one it was. And we were like, me and my mate were watching it, like playing it, and we were like, right, we're not playing this until midnight.
Yeah.
It's dark. Let's get some drink in us.
Yeah. I've only been
high.
playing Alien Isolation at night.
And then the first kind of jump scare-ish kind of happened. And James
Oh yeah.
banged on the window just at that point. Like, he just turned up but banged on the window. And me and Tristan jumped into each other's arms like fucking bitches. Like, oh my God! And then he came in, and then we carried on playing. Nothing ever compares to the scaredness of what the fuck is that at my window? Because it was also like,
Amazing.
as soon as we started, lightning and thunder and like rain started, and we were like, this is a bit weird. And like
Nice.
the rain started in the game and stuff. I'm like, this is really, I don't like this very much.
Nice. I did it with Silent Hill 3, I think it was. I decided, right, I'm going to do this proper. Lights out, headphones, darkened room,
Yeah.
controls. It's the one where you start off in the fairground.
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the fairground really close, and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of creepy. And then one of the rabbit heads just turned and looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, light on. not doing this one anymore in the dark. Fuck that noise.
I'm not a big fan of the horror genre in general.
I love
Usually,
games like
I'm not. I don't.
I don't like the films
doesn't-
at all.
I
Horror films
doesn't.
just
It doesn't
make me laugh. And like,
usually for me.
the problem is I'll go and watch a horror and my brain starts working stuff out. So I'll just, you know me, I don't fucking shut my mouth.
Yeah.
So I'll just go, yeah, it was fucking him, do this, do that. And then it happens and everyone's like, you're a cunt. Why did you say that? You've seen it. And I'm like, no, I just fucking guessed.
It's fucking
fucking
obvious.
obvious.
Yeah.
Well,
And then sometimes it's not obvious and I'm like, oh, this is not a bad one. And then something really fucking obvious happens. I'm like, you just ruined that film.
Yeah.
Best horror I ever saw, absolutely, was because I had no idea.
Absolutely?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Wasn't scary in the slightest in one way, but what's Vin Diesel Riddick? What's the first
Chronicles of Riddick.
one? What's the first one?
Oh,
Oh,
the first one.
First one is
Dark? No. Pitch Black?
Pitch Black.
Yeah.
So we went to see that as four of me and my mates.
Mhm.
Had no idea what the film was about, who was in it before anything had blown up.
Oh right. Wow.
I just went in, like, oh,
It
what's
is a
Pitch
creepy
Black
film.
and stuff, and that was amazing. It was What Lies Beneath, the one with the
with Harrison Ford.
yeah. Again, had no idea what was
That's
coming.
a fucking dark film.
Well, the thing was that afterwards I saw trailers, and the trailers give away a lot of what's going to happen. But we had no idea
Yeah.
anything that's happening in this film. Don't have the premise. You don't have anything.
That's why
Which makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where it's going to go.
That's what I prefer doing. If there's a film or a game or something I really want to play, I try and avoid those sort of things.
Well, you don't
because
go on the internet anyway. So.
that's true.
Oh yeah. So you're all right then, mate.
The horror film that I love the most is The Others, the one that had Nicole Kidman in it.
Yeah.
It's alright film.
Yeah. Just because, again, I'd never seen any of the trailers. I had no idea what I was going
I
through.
just stay away from that genre in general. It just doesn't interest
After
me.
watching who's I can't remember what his name is. It's one of the metal acts, and he does Rob Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He does his films or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
House
yeah.
of whatever corpses and stuff.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I watched that when I was really, really, really high with a couple of friends, and I was just like, "This is just making me feel a bit queasy because it's not scary. It's just
Just gore.
so much
Gore.
gore."
Yeah.
And then my mate threw up, like because he was just so high. He was just going like, "This is just too intense." And I was like,
Yeah.
"We're not in a tent."
Well, it's like the Saw trilogy. Six of the films now. The first Saw movie, yeah, it's a little gory, but at least it had a
Yeah.
storyline. And
The
kind
end I didn't see coming. That's
And
why I
then-
liked
yeah.
Saw 1. I didn't like any of the others. The bit that didn't freak me out, but I didn't like, is there's the Saw where he's got the fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
The thing there. And I was just like, well, no, you can't do that. You can't pull your jaw off. There's no way you can do that. That's fucked.
Yeah.
And like I think I was quite drunk at the time. So like I went on a rampage of, no, but you can't do it. And then like I realised you're not meant to do it. And,
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck horror is what we're saying.
Exactly. Mike,
That's the problem with Alien Isolation is the fact it falls
It's
into
a horror.
It's a horror, so
Yeah.
it falls into the cliche of it has to do this, it has to do that, it has to do the other, and that's probably the biggest disappointment for me is that they had something amazing and they could go somewhere amazing with it, and they didn't,
Yeah.
which spoils it. Which is why, going back to Vanishing of Ethan Carter,
Hunt. Hawk.
him to. They had something. They've done something amazing, and they've gone a completely different. And it even has. I'm not going to again give away spoilers, but there's even a bit in it where you are being tracked down by something, and you have to sneak around and avoid it. And that's 5 minutes.
Mm.
And in that 5 minutes, it was scarier by far than the entire time that I've played. So, moral of the story: get Ethan Hawke Carter,
Whatever you
Hunt.
want to call it.
Steam £15, and rent, borrow Alien Isolation.
Boom.
Well, there we go. There we go. Thanks, Dave. So, Mike, man, what's been going on, bro? Is it more Destiny as always?
Fucking yeah, man.
Did you know 3.2 million people play Destiny every day?
It doesn't surprise me.
Yep, it's
'Cause we
facts.
play.
It's on the internet, so it must be
They're all
true.
watching us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Have I played anything else? I downloaded the PlayStation 3 games, but I haven't played them yet.
Oh, okay.
What was it? Spelunky and something else.
Spelunky. I can't remember the other one right now, but yeah.
Played a bit of Madden. Played a couple of games of Madden. But my brother's nicked my Xbox One controller because it's compatible
Bastard.
with PC now. So
Right.
the other one has shit.
You'll never see that again.
I'll go back and get it at some point.
By force.
Yeah, I played some Madden, which was really interesting actually.
Oh yeah, why?
Because
Did you miss it?
yeah, but
Was it like coming home to a lost long?
I am not
Friend.
the best Madden player in the world because I get lazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to concentrate on your plays the whole time. Like, you can have your strategy, but the thing is with Madden, you kind of have to rely on a bit of guesswork. On if you call a play, there's a very good chance if they've called the perfect play against it, you're going to get burnt.
Yeah.
And I play the opposite of what almost everyone plays. I play very good, or try to play as well at defense as possible,
Mhm.
but my offense isn't that good. But I was beating pretty good players. Like, I was quite surprised at how I was shutting a lot of stuff down, and I
Yeah.
hadn't really changed that much. I just was concentrating a bit more and spending more time on, okay, well, he's doing this, so I'm going to try this. And being like, I've started using the same formation. So effectively, I'm using for most of my game, and I change up halfway through the game.
Mhm.
I will be using 2 set formations and running different plays from that formation, rather than what I'm guilty of a lot of the time is if I just want to fucking get the ball out, I'm going to go to 4 spread people so I can throw to them.
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious I'm going to throw, so they're going to a throwing defense. But if I have a weird kind of run play and have a throw out of it sort of thing,
Mhm.
people don't really clock onto it. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. I mean, I want to kind of play a bit more, but it is, I'm fucked on fantasy now. Like,
Really?
what is, the Ultimate Team sort of thing.
Because you missed cards?
Because just fucking, I'm 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks deep into it now, and I've missed all the ones that would level me up just by doing the weekly stuff and whatever.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
my team's good, but it's not good sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So I've been playing more like my challenges. I use the Jets, and the problem with the Jets is they're a brilliant defensive team in
Mhm.
real life, shit offensive team in real life. But in Madden, it's speed kills. It's the same as FIFA. Speed is the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
And our team is probably not the fastest, so it's very hard to win with it. But I've been doing it, and that's what's been more fun.
Oh, nice, man.
Going for the challenge.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I'm only playing 1 or 2 games, and each game's half an hour usually. So I'd rather have a game where, like, a lot of people would look at a game where the score was, 2 touchdowns versus 1 touchdown and a field goal win, as boring. I don't at all. Like, me shutting down another team is a lot more impressive to me than me outscoring another team, because some people play it literally. They have the perfect offense, and they know their score, and it's just time management.
Yeah.
Whereas mine is time management of, I'm going to stop you, and I'm going to make you. There's this thing in real life you would never, without going in too much on American football, you'd never go for it on the 4th down in certain positions, because if you didn't get it, you give the ball to them in a scoring position instantly. Like
Right.
it's dumb. You could have half a yard to go and you're in that position. You would always kick the ball away unless it's last 2 minutes. You have to score, sort of thing. In Madden, it's kind of like you have your gimme plays that you can get 1 to 7 yards on whatever it is. So people play. You got two types of players, and Golden Sports, who's one of the streamers, has something called fourth down swag, and that's what I play. Where if you're in a position where in the real life you would kick the ball, you kick the ball, which makes it 10 times harder because you can't play these gimme plays at some point, but means you have to be a much better shutdown defense for certain other bits. So like my whole defense is all about the beginning is I'm going to let you have your way because I'm going to learn what you're going to do, and I'm going to throw something in unless you completely change up that I'm going to catch you off guard, sort of thing. Yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. And then Destiny, of course. Vault of Glass, motherfucker, is coming.
Man, we've got to do Vault of Glass, man.
We did Nightfall last night.
I did it on my own.
Solo bitches.
Did it on my own.
And then he ran me through.
Well,
I was far too drunk.
So you
to be
did
doing that. How many
raid
times did I fucking die?
How did you do a raid by yourself?
It was a raid.
It's a 3-man.
I did a weekly Nightfall by myself instead of.
But you can do it. The thing is with Nightfall, there's damage modifiers. So if you take a lot of time, you can kind of, if you've got a good sniper rifle, which everyone has now.
Yeah, because Xur fucking had the Icebreaker, which is the best sniper in the game.
It gives you,
and it was only 17 strange coins, which is ridiculously cheap.
I don't understand why.
I know.
So basically, this NPC was selling.
It's only over the weekends, kind of thing. 17 strange coins. Don't get me wrong; they're not. I mean, they're fairly easy to get when you're higher level. But, sort of early on and stuff like that, you're not really getting strange coins.
But it's also a time thing. Cause you're going to buy something every week, realistically-ish, an exotic item. But you can really, I think you get between, unless you fucking play the game more than we are, 20, 30 is the top end of the strange coins. So you can maybe get 1 or maybe 2 items if you had some left from the week before. I didn't buy the helm again because that helm's been there before, but it's the
it was the same for the hunter wise. It was the same chest piece that I've already bought.
Lucky
from
raspberry.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's we had a little play in the Vault of Glass. We went in as
we did because I worked out a way of glitching into the Vault of Glass.
Ooh, them cheats.
Yeah.
Hacks.
Well,
here first.
We say that, but Vault of Glass is conquered completely now. The final boss, if you have, 2 or 3 warlocks, you can just knock him off the edge.
Apparently
so you can get to him, you glitch him to the side, and then you just fucking all use your special when he falls off the side.
I wonder if they'll change that.
Yeah, but I think so.
Yeah, I think they will, yeah.
Which means we need
Apparently
to fucking get in there.
There's a secret area. There was some...
There's a lot of them. We'll
people
talk about
a few. Yeah.
DLC is pretty much in the game already, but there's just... Effectively, you're going to pay to unlock the enemies for it.
That's pretty much what it's going to be.
But at the same time, it's obviously the level design is sort of there. And,
the thing is, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that it is in there because didn't World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I was about to say World of Warcraft did exactly the same thing.
Because at the end of the day, it's more important to make sure that the whole of the game world is there first, and then you can put things in afterwards. Yeah. I think that's the most logical way of doing it.
Yeah.
So
the problem is that this is a kind of game that you're getting a lot of. How do I say this without offending a lot of people?
You worried about offending people?
Because it's not like me being offensive to people, but it's like this is a console game, and you're getting a lot more console gamers playing something that is more PC-esque in one way.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot more of this. Well, we've never done an MMO type game and so on, and people getting pissed off and fucking trolls. Oh my god, just kicking off about loads of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff Bungie have done very wrong and a lot of stuff Bungie have done very right. One thing they have done very wrong is the fucking PvP event that's gone on this week.
Oh, Iron Banner?
Is
it's
so not what it's supposed to be.
right. So in other words, the whole point of the whole Iron Banner kind of thing is that they were trying to basically have your level kind of stuff affect actually your PvP kind of stuff.
So in PvP, what
same
happens?
same
to
as what
start
they
with?
do with a lot of MMOs.
No, not quite. So, World of Warcraft, you have your level 10s versus your level 10s to 20s, and this kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, PvP on Destiny is your weapons and your armor do not mean anything. You are leveled out completely.
That's
Be
right.
level 30 to level 1, everything is even.
Yeah.
But the tiny, the abilities of the weapons might change a little bit or something. So you do get an advantage if you've got a ridiculously overpowered gun
That's right.
of some of its kind of benefits and stuff. Whereas Iron Banner is a level 1 should not be able to fucking touch a level 30.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be like that.
It's your gear matters.
But it's not.
It doesn't.
It's not like that at all. It's like
People put out videos of them with level 4 character with the level 1 gun you get, just fucking owning people. And it's effectively, they've said they've mucked it up. They thought they kind of wanted it, but they thought people didn't really want that. They kind of wanted a little kind of gap. And the outstanding thing was, like, give a fuck about the level 4 people. There's a lot of people that are high level that wanted our gear matters. And I want the challenge of someone really good versus someone really good with really good gear.
Yeah.
And then shit people get fucking owned by it.
Exactly.
They didn't do
it.
But Iron Banner is a monthly or whatever, bi-monthly
yeah,
sort of
they
thing,
are going to
and
be
they've
doing it
said that
again, and they're going to
next
sort it
time
out.
they're probably going to tone it the whole other way.
I'm
and then
glad.
they'll find, I think it's the right way. It pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is that, I mean, there is a lot of people kind of fucking, going down on Bungie a little bit at the moment.
A lot of people going down on Bungie.
Like, basically just
Will
sort of
be.
going, what the fuck are they doing? People feel a little bit let down by Bungie and stuff like that.
Let down by a Bungie.
Now, the thing is, for me,
That's all right. They'll get back up again.
I'm really enjoying the game. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely some gripes that they need to sort out. There is far too much repetition at the moment. We need some more content. I'm hoping that the expansion, in some sense, is going to give me something. But
Maybe.
the fact that I have to rely on an expansion to be able to stop that repetition. But I mean. Still, I've very much enjoyed playing the game, though. But that's because...
If World of Warcraft wasn't subscription-based... I'm trying to think when Vanilla came out. How much
10
content
years ago.
was... No, I know when it was. How much content there actually was. Because there was raid stuff, but there wasn't really, was
Are we talking about when it first came out?
Yeah.
When it first came out, you had Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, you had Blackrock, Spire.
Spire was the raid, wasn't it?
You didn't have any raids. You just had the Upper Blackrock Spire and the Lower Blackrock Spire, which
10 man.
they were 10-man. There was the 5-man was the bottom one,
I call it 10 man.
and that was like it was like a raid light. Then you had all the dungeons, but you know
BRD and whatever. And
you had Stockades, Dead Mines were the starter ones. Then you had
So you had content.
Dire Maul, which was the big five.
So you see-
Dire Maul was also 10-man.
And
So
that's why I'm kind of like... I'm on it at the moment and go, But then, right,
There's no subscription.
I
That's the
saw
thing.
an awesome image the other day of it comparing Destiny to Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the similarities are unbelievable.
I can
Titans
imagine.
remind me a lot of the character. I just need a sword on my back to have my exact character from my fucking what's it called? My Dreamcast. It is a lot like
there is definitely a lot of similarities with that game for sure. No doubt, it's definitely inspired them. If not, fuck me, that was a fluke. I mean,
I've had a really good idea for a film.
Yeah.
What's that? It's about this car. It takes me back in time. I gotta stopping myself from being born. That's Back to the Future. What?
No, it's not. What are you on
What are you
about?
fucking talking about, fool?
This is completely different concepts.
Yeah. There's going back to Alien Isolation, talking about
You've talked enough about Alien Isolation. Fuck off, Dave.
Hey, you get to talk a lot about Destiny.
Buy it then.
I need a console first.
Yeah, you've got an Xbox. You could play it with. Hold on. Was it? Oh, Dean's got it on Xbox One.
Yeah. See, I get to play it by myself.
I take it back. I did play other games this week. I went to the fucking gaming night, didn't I?
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
So
how
I
was
played
that?
Mario Kart. It was good. You both have to be at the next one.
I will
sure.
be.
Make it a weekend.
I just didn't feel very well.
I know
that
you
day,
didn't.
so.
You can go on Thursday. Come on, man. You can
Yeah.
observe this.
No.
I'll drive.
Do you know what time I get back? I get back about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it didn't start till 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, darling. We played Mario Kart. I was shit. There was a lot of comedy gold there.
Oh man, like Sam and what's the other guy's name? I can't remember. But Sam, because we had Sam on the show before, and his like northern friend who's fucking hilarious.
There was a part where Sam was convincing him that he could jump into the tram to get a power up, and he had 1 life left on Mario Kart. And he's going, "Fuck you, I can't." He goes, "You don't understand. Get the power up." Literally belligerent him for 5 minutes until he did it, and then it was just.
Did he die?
I was told like my comedy was very satirical and very clever, and I was like,
What? On this?
"Are you fucking talking to the right person here?" I'm just abusing people. But yeah, a lot of rape jokes came out and stuff.
Oh,
Awesome.
A lot
Nice.
of good stuff. It was good stuff. But no, and then Street Fighter came out.
Oh.
At which point you owned everybody.
Oh shit, Street Fighter. What's his face is very good. He's the one to watch, and that's the first game we're playing. But we put money in a pot this week.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
heard
dangerous.
that. I heard that. Yeah.
But next week, so
Well, next
viewers, if you want to suggest a game for us to bring, we all bring a game and a random one gets picked.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
Sounds good
reckon
to
we
me.
have a really good idea. Listen,
Okay.
we up the ante,
Yeah.
Okay.
20 quid a person,
Right.
put it all in the pot.
Destiny.
There's, what, 5, 7 of them? Madden. I'll take the pot. We'll split it between the 3 of us. Quid's in, son.
Job
Yeah.
done.
I don't stand a chance.
But they said, no, they were going, oh, well, there's certain games, like, one of them said a game, and I was like, well, it's just a ridiculous premise that we could, like, you have to have a game that no one is good at or everyone can play.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I was like, Smash Bros, play Smash Bros or whatever, or something like that. And, someone goes FIFA, and I was like, no, because FIFA, you're obviously going to be very good and everyone's going to be shit. And he goes, oh, no, I'm not that good. And I was like, all right, well, we'll play Madden instead. And he goes, well, I've never played Madden. And I was like, Leon's probably hardly ever played FIFA or whatever, and so on. And he goes, oh, well, how hard could it be? And I was just like, please keep that conversation going. I dare you to give me one game. Like, I'd love to have someone that does. At one point, I think we should make a video of me not tell you any controls and just pass you a controller for Madden.
Oh, I wouldn't have a
And
fucking
that's what
clue.
I mean. Let's just see what the score could get to, because it would be the biggest arse. It's not a game you can fluke. Like, Kat once picked up the controller to play with me,
Yeah.
and the first thing she did was fumble the ball, and I ran it back for a touchdown. Literally, didn't even like throw the ball. She just fucked it up, and it just all went wrong. So I'm not playing this anymore, and I was like, good, because I want to play it on my own now.
I like it. I like that plan.
Yeah, I have no idea how to play Madden either.
Yeah.
It's actually quite. I've had quite a few people that I have played the game with, like when they've been round, that are not interested in football in American football in the slightest. And once they've got the concept of it, have been like, well, actually, this is quite a lot of fun, but it is not. It's not easy. And certainly, if you have absolutely no idea what American football is about, that really does kind of.
What was that
backtrack.
ball game in Final Fantasy X?
Blitzball.
Blitzball. I think that's probably the closest I've come to any sort of
I fucking loved Blitzball.
ball
I-
sports game.
It's too easy though, because you could cheat. Like
You
a
could so
motherfucker.
cheat. on
Yeah.
it,
The first time I
Hide
played
behind the goal.
Final Fantasy X, I looked at Blitzball and was like, bollocks to that. That looks boring.
You
Second
idiot.
Second time I played through, it's pretty much the only thing I played.
Like I shit you not, right? When I was streaming ages ago, and I literally just kept streaming me playing Blitzball because I was just like, I don't care if no one wants to watch. I'm fucking playing Blitzball.
We can play. We should play Blood Bowl at some point.
Oh, Blood Bowl's
Oh
good.
yeah, that's a good idea.
What, the board game?
We can play it as a board game, or we could play it as the board game on my Xbox. Because I have, you can turn it down to, you can do it by, rather than doing live action, which sucks, by the way. This is apparently the way you play this game. I was like, no, Blood Bowl's a fucking rolling dice thing.
Yeah,
I want to play it
totally.
as that. My fucking team on my PC, my dwarf team, was brutal. It's the same as when I used to play the game, because most people, like an elf team or whatever, they're going to score, they're going to do a bit of damage or whatever. My goal is, you can go 5 goals up on me, I'd say, but by the second half you have no players, so
Nice.
I win. because you have to have 3
Do-
attend the second half, otherwise you lose.
Oh, that's crazy.
So literally, I will have every single one of your guys on the bench or dead.
Nice. Speedball. Do you remember that?
Speedball.
Nope.
How
Bit-
fast was it?
It was Bitmap Brothers. It was back in the day on the Amiga.
Oh, it was
Speedball-
Bitmap. Okay, I might know
Speedball
it then. I think my dad had it. Now thinking about it.
That was essentially a futuristic Blood Bowl. It was the
Mm.
fact that you had a ball and you could basically make it electric and just go and smash it to people's faces and kill them. And then I can't even remember the company that did it. It was another Amiga game. It was called Brutal Sports Football,
Mm-hmm.
and it was all meant to be like cute, fluffy bunnies and stuff with shotguns and orcs and trolls. What?
Didn't realise that was that. Carry on.
Okay,
Sorry.
go on.
And again, it was a take
Sorry.
on the sort of Blood
Such an
Bowl
idiot.
esque.
Yeah.
So it was football, but
Yeah.
you go around massacring people, and it was more about killing the opposition than
We
actually
used to
scoring
call
goals.
that at school slough football. 'Cause we used to it was like football with rugby rules involved.
So people that don't know Slough, it's a shithole.
Slough football.
Terrible, terrible place.
Technically, I'd say Wickham's got a higher crime rate than Slough.
You reckon?
Is it?
It's a higher drug rate as well.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
We were like the 3rd highest drug town in the country a couple of years ago.
Great, go us.
Excellent. That's what I like to
do like a bit of ket.
hear. Who
I
doesn't?
don't fucking like a bit.
We
of
get
Um,
all sorts here.
Anyway, on that
So,
note,
Leon,
let's get some new releases.
Are you not going
I
to tell us
think.
what you did?
Destiny.
Don't worry about it. We're running out of time like mad because we got Raven's Cry coming out on PC, Xbox 360,
That
PS3,
actually looks
and PS4.
interesting.
Raven's Cry is a
I do-
pirate-themed strategy game set in the 17th century from East India Company developer Nitro Games.
I do like
So-
some pirate-themed strategy. It
I
does
don't.
sound interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to check that
I'll
out.
give it a try.
We've got a game that I really didn't rate at all, The Evil Within,
Yeah,
coming
again,
out on the Xbox 360, PS3 and PC. But once again, it's a survival horror game. Horror, not
It's
my
got a lot
thing.
of hype coming for it.
It's got a lot of hype.
And again, I want to check this out because I do like my Silent Hills and all of those.
But to be fair, it's got a good it's got good people behind it, if I remember rightly. Is it Silent Hill kind of guys then, or was it someone else? I can't remember who it was, but they're quite iconic kind of guys in the scene. I can't remember their names right now.
no, neither can I.
Moving on then, Minecraft is getting a PS Vita edition this week
Because it's not out on every other console ever.
That's also another point.
Soon it will
it's
come
coming
out on
for-
your calculator.
coming out for Windows Phone very soon.
Really?
It's Microsoft. As soon as they did it, they
So
announced
I was
it.
close with calculator then.
Yeah, and it will be on every Windows 8 phone and above,
Okay, nice.
Wow,
or Windows 10. No 9.
Okay,
there was never a 9.
fair enough. We got Borderlands, the
Yeah, what the
pre-sequel
fuck?
coming out on
This one
360, PS3, and
snuck
PC.
out.
Yeah, no, that's
Quietly.
the one I just saw. Like I was like, oh shit, I thought that was next year.
Yeah, I thought.
I
it
didn't
was-
even know
Thing
there
is,
was
I
one.
really want that game, but I'm not gonna go and pick it up. It's-
I'm not.
I
I'm
can't.
definitely
I
picking it up.
can't this.
I really enjoyed Borderlands, and I really got into it, and then suddenly I was just like, I'm bored now.
I
And
liked the first Borderlands. I didn't get into the second
Yeah,
one,
I just
and
felt
I
it
just
was
lost
I
too
it.
didn't
much
ever
the same.
play the first one, and I let myself wait on the second one because I was like, this looks like the perfect game for me. But for some reason, I was always playing something else, UFC, Madden, whatever it was. But the thing is, Borderlands is very Diablo-esque
Mhm.
Yes.
in the fact of shiny shit's flying at you. Like, I do love the memes of, like, you go to a boss on Borderlands and loads of shit erupts, and you go and do this and loads of shit erupts, and then you play Destiny and nothing comes out.
Yep. So
F1 2014. People, if you have not had F1 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 29,
29,
2009, if you have not played a Formula 1 game, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Formula 1.
Wait, don't they
That's
do?
it.
Don't they do that
No,
with other games like I don't know, FIFA, Madden?
Oh
F1 isn't EA, is it?
no, but
No.
he's digging the sports genre. Never mind.
Moving on.
So, news-wise, now, did anyone see the Drive Club?
There's a picture.
the blunder on the box art on the back.
I did
Dan.
because you pointed it out.
Can you bring that up on the screen there, my man? It'll be over on that last tab there.
For our 3 listeners,
So-
watchers.
Can you see there? Race in hundreds of online and offline players.
Because I've always wanted to race.
So you can race in online and offline players, apparently.
How do we do this? Do you import your car into my bloodstream? and then race through my body.
But, well, I don't know.
What was it?
I
Fantastic.
think we need to buy the game, look at the
Leon-
manual, and find out
Leon.
what's going on.
Why has that game not been made?
Oh, you know what?
Right?
Fantastic
Wait
Voyage.
a minute.
The-
They're onto something here.
These-
All I want to do is a miniature stag beetle flying through Leon's bloodstream. I would not stop playing that game ever.
So effectively, what they do is they get lots of racing drivers and shrink them down.
Tracing drivers.
Racing drivers.
Oh.
Yeah, he did say racing.
And they shrink them down into little. It's like what was it? Micro machines, but
Micro machines.
Oh man, I love.
Honey, I
micro
Shrunk the
machines.
Kids.
Now, just on the Drive Club kind of thing, the PS Plus version got delayed because there was meant to be a
probably
PS Plus
because they
version
were
that
trying to
gets launched
find more
straight away.
people to be in.
Probably because it just looks really crap.
Does it? I think it looks alright.
It looks like worse than Forza. And Forza was out a year ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And this was meant to come out at the beginning, and it didn't. And then Forza Horizon, I've seen someone playing it, and it looks fucking good.
Oh yeah, no, Forza Horizon is good, man.
But
It
when's
looks good.
Gran Turismo coming?
Is there another
Nothing.
Gran Turismo?
They haven't said anything for PS4.
was the
What's
last
the big one that's coming? What's the one that everyone's
The Crew.
hyped about? The Crew is the one that I
Yeah, that's
that looks
delayed
really
until
good.
December now, isn't it? I don't know.
December or something. But that,
Yeah.
people were playing the beta and saying this is awesome.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things from it, so I'm looking forward to playing the Crew for sure. But you know, here's that Ubisoft kind of vibe though.
It's
Speaking
all a
of
lie.
Ubisoft, AC Unity locked at 900p on both systems to stop the debates. Now, the funny thing is, they said that they've locked it to both systems for 900p, right? Just with the resolution kind of war, because people were like, but because they've done that, they're going, yeah. So like, what have you toned down the PS4 version then, so that I'm on 900p now? And like now there's like a backlash because of the way they worded it and shit like that. And it's just like, oh,
You
for
can
fuck's
never
sake.
win.
You know what? Just fucking give up with it. Does the game work? Is it actually good?
Doesn't matter.
I
Surely
don't
that's the more
understand
important
this
shit.
900p
You know?
crap.
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
So it's 720 and then 1080.
Yeah.
900 doesn't make sense to me.
It's stupid. I know.
How many frames per second is it?
I
54 and a half.
I can't remember actually. I think they said. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember
How many
what they
times
said.
do you punch yourself in the face by playing that game? How many chocolate donuts can you eat while playing in an hour?
Or playing it in an hour.
How many stag beetle ratings does it get? These are all fucking questions that will be answered next week.
Oh.
I almost bought a load of jam donuts for us to do the jam donut challenge.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do that another time then.
And then I didn't. Do you know why?
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 Because there was a weird man playing with them.
What?
Like,
Oh, sorry.
he was
What-
fingering the jam
he
donuts.
was fingering the jam donuts, mate. Like, you know, like Tesco at the end of the day, they've got all the bakery stuff. It's like goes cheap or whatever. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
literally squeezing them like a melon to test how ripe.
Maybe
they
he
are.
thought
They're
they were
fucking
melon.
jam donuts, mate.
Is this ripe? There, yep. The juice, the jam is coming out. These are edible.
Then we've
There's a
got
sex joke in there somewhere.
Kingdom
sure there
Hearts coming out on the. Well, sorry, not it's going to be using the Unreal 4.
No, it's
engine.
using a real engine, mate.
It's using unicorns.
I swear, haven't they, in the past? I swear they've used their own kind of thing. I swear they've developed their own.
Yes, they
So
did.
It's very
Who
interesting. they
cares
decided to
about
use the
Kingdom
Unreal
Hearts
engine and so-
anyway?
We
look,
do.
look at the face on Leon. To be honest, can I throw something out here? My brothers love that game. I have never played Kingdom Hearts.
Have you
Have you
not?
not?
It's really cool, man.
You should.
Totally
I
should.
should. I just never bothered.
I've got the.
I'm never
PS
going to play it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'll play the new one. I'm never going to play the old one because
Yeah, but
I
if you
feel
play
like
the-
I've missed something.
Yeah, but you kind of have to play them in order to get the story.
Yeah, I'd say
Fuck
so.
off.
I'd say so. Yeah.
No,
I
it
could
is
watch
a really
fucking-
long story. Unless
could-
you just
I
want to
could-
sit there and read it for
That's
about.
fair enough.
Oh, I
Um,
can get it.
Now, this was something interesting that I thought.
Was that Monster
The
Hunter?
adapter for the
Oh.
GameCube controllers for the Wii U is for Smash Bros. Only.
What? So,
It's not supported for anything else.
So can I tell you something really funny
that's
about
like
those
saying-
adapters?
I've got a controller, but you can only play it with this one game.
So those adapters that cost however much,
I think they're like 17, 20 quid, something like
Yep.
that. It's really-
Damn.
you can get a third-party one for $14.99 that will enable you to use an Xbox One controller on a Wii U or a PS4 controller or anything and remap it. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Yeah, right? And the fact of that is only for Smash Bros as well. It's just
It's
a
like-
fucking...
Do you know what though?
It's Mech
Don't
Warriors.
get me wrong, I think other people may support it in the future.
I
maybe
need
can buy
to.
it, but-
So this was my first proper time on a Wii U
Mhm.
at Dean's house.
Yeah.
That controller, not the big one, the other one, is the shittest controller I've ever used. Who the fuck puts A there and B there? It's in the completely wrong place. Nintendo, sort it fucking out.
You'd think they'd be good at that sort of stuff, considering how long they've been making
The
these.
controller felt like a fucking NES controller. It was shit.
Wow.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the NES controller. 25 years ago, or whenever the fuck it was.
We've grown up and moved on since then. We've got more fingers now, too.
I'm starting to get used to the PS4 controller.
Ooh.
Are you getting used to it now?
I haven't used my Xbox One controller.
I see. I
fucking
like it.
properly.
I think it's all right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have got a few gripes with it. I prefer my 360 controller.
Wears out,
I haven't
though.
got a one though, so I haven't got an Xbox One, so I don't know about the controller on that kind of instance. So
That's
I
true.
still like my PS3 and Xbox 360 controllers.
no, I think the 360 controller is
360
great.
controller's shit.
Okay, well, yes, because you've got the one now, so you're like.
D-pad just hurts my feelings.
Yeah. Oh, the D-pad is fucking terrible. It
Yeah.
was always terrible on that controller.
Samus! Tell us about Samus.
In fucking Monster Hunter 4.
I know.
Right.
She gets everywhere now.
And I tell you what,
Slut.
I honestly, I shit you not. I told this to Dave earlier, and straight away he was just like, I was like, yeah, there's two costumes.
Yes. Let's guess what they are, shall we?
He called it straight away.
Is one the normal and one the pink fucking... Not pink, fucking
No,
pretty
the,
much...
the
no.
bl- it's the bl- it's blue out.
It's a
yeah,
blue. Yeah,
it's
pretty
a
much
blue, like,
like,
skinny,
hi, here's
yeah.
my body.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's no different.
I had sex with Samus.
Did you really?
Oh,
I think
shit.
everyone's now had sex with Samus. She is a dirty, dirty
I was there
whore.
first.
What was it? I said that she's like one of those like 90s film stars that, you know, they're out and they're putting it about and everyone knows about them and their breakfast cereal and they're like clean, wholesome, good fun. And then years go past and people tend to forget about them. so they have to whore themselves out everywhere just so they can get some glimmer of fame.
Battlefield Premium Edition, October 21st, son.
That's right.
Basically, get everything.
Yeah, like honestly,
But
I was looking
everything.
at a list and I was just like,
Fucking ridiculous.
it's all of the stuff
So
that's
basically,
already come out.
you buy this game and you get everything.
You get everything. You know, all of the
You get
like the
Samus
DLC kind of
naked.
stuff, and also apparently.
And yeah.
Because it's the premium kind of thing. Because I assume isn't that the subscription kind of thing that they've done
Yeah, you
before,
have
the
to do
premium
it.
kind of thing. You get early access to kind of like the some of the DLC. And
Sort of.
sort of. Oh, is it depending on console?
No. Who makes Battlefield 4?
EA.
So, if you're on Xbox One, what's already out for EA?
Madden.
Oh, but yeah.
The EA
The EA
access.
access,
You have
yeah.
to have that for Xbox One to get the early access.
Oh.
If you're on the other console, it's a few days later. EA access gets privilege. Because
okay.
EA access, although brilliant, has kind of lost a bit of heat now because
has.
it's old Madden, it's old FIFA, it's old
That's right.
Battlefield and so on.
That's right. And the last bit of news that I've got here, Master Chief Edition. It's going to have 4,000
I
achievement
swear we
points.
already knew this and we said it about
I know they've just come out with everything. They've
Yeah.
shown everything.
I still think it
now.
sounds a
They've
little
seen
low.
all of the achievements. They've brought.
Sounds a little
everything out.
light, did you say?
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
So there's a,
It's
Considering-
4 games.
Yeah,
is
it's
it-
1,000 achievement points each.
which I think
That's
right.
the norm
That's bang
for
on.
a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is the fact that it seems that all they've done is they've brought over all the achievement
No,
points.
but Halo 2,
No, it didn't,
it didn't
yeah,
have
it
the
wasn't
achievements.
before
Yeah,
achievements.
that was before achievements.
I guess,
Yeah.
but still, you'd think there would be new. I don't know.
I was
I think it's
thinking about
right. I think it's
Halo
bang on. Go
yesterday.
on. Go on.
I might cancel my pre-order.
Really?
Why?
Don't know. I just don't think I'm going to play it that much.
I'm totally going to play it, man. Honestly.
You don't have an Xbox One.
No,
though.
but I'm going to get an Xbox One. I'm definitely
See,
getting an Xbox One.
they
down
should have
the line. There's
achievements
no doubt
like
about it.
Play through.
And I'm definitely going to pick up the Master Chief Edition because I want to play all of the Halos
Yeah.
again
But-
and in a better quality
yeah,
as
but
well.
this is the thing. I really want to, but I'm scared I'm going to buy it and I'm just not going to play it.
Fair
It's
enough.
one of those games. It's the same as. Do you know why it worries me?
Why?
It's the exact same feeling I had for. What was the PS4 game I bought that everyone loved? Fucking Last.
Oh,
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Didn't even really give it a try. Just got bored because in my brain I got bored.
Fair
like
enough.
multiple games, I've had this feeling beforehand,
Mhm.
and I just have this weird feeling.
So it's not the case of you're going to pick it up and then suddenly all your nostalgic memories of how amazing this game
I
is.
didn't play Halo.
Oh, then don't
That's
bother
the,
then.
That's the thing. That's the problem.
Don't bother. Don't bother.
But that's
then.
why I feel like it's my only
'Cause
chance to
honestly,
actually play the game.
I absolutely love that series. I remember playing the first one on my Xbox and loving it. That's
well, I
what
did
I think
play,
that's what
no,
it is.
don't get me wrong.
And then
I
Halo
played
2,
a lot of Halo,
and then
but I only played Halo Online. I never ever played the single player for any Halo
really.
at
Wow.
all.
It's a
I
great
only
story as
played
well.
multiplayer. So the thing in my mind is it's one of this nostalgic thing I never got,
Mhm.
but two, this is my one chance because I'm never going to fucking play the other ones
Yeah.
to actually play the game that everyone fucking goes on about.
Mhm.
So in my mind, but I'm just thinking maybe I'd wait until it's cheaper
Yeah.
because
yeah,
I don't
fair
know if I'm going to do it justice.
That's what I do. Wait till it's come
You
out.
do that with everything.
Because I are poor.
I do that with jam donuts unless
Yeah.
they're getting fingered.
True that.
I've just.
There should be, speaking of achievements, there should be an achievement that you play every single Halo game on the hardest difficulty setting and finish it, and there should be some sort of like master achievement that you get for doing that.
Okay, fair enough.
Dave's top tip.
I can't remember what I was going to say. So I think we should end the show on that note then.
Wrap
Okay.
it up like your penis
It's
when you're going to put
nice
it in
and
a
late.
dirty bitch.
Anyway, so if you'd like to take part in our conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/gameoveryear.
You can tweet us at @GoVR.
You can contact myself, Leon, or Dave on the email. That'll be contact us at gameoveryear.net.
Send us an email.
Yeah, I did do.
Send me an email.
Send some emails.
Don't send them an email. Send me an email.
Now, obviously, the most important place where you can find everything, our links to YouTube, Twitch, and all of that, at gameoveryear.net. Thank you for joining us, and until next time,
Game over, yeah.